All right. The ultimate cam bearing installation tool review. Not really doing an unboxing or anything. I mean, it came in a box. So it's BHJ. We all know they make good stuff. Some of the best stuff. So instead of your typical, this one that everybody's got that you can find from $69 all the way to, a couple $100. Used to be the Kent Moore kit. Literally millions of engines have been put together with this. The only problem with these versus that, these are the arbors. They're expandable, so they fit different ranges, as opposed to actually selective arbors, right, that are machined for the bearing sets. So that's here nor there, whether that's that much better or not. This following cone, you use it to center the arbor in there. That's one of the problems. The other problem is the hammer you have to use to hit this. So you're hitting this, and this rod, this is an extension. This little piece screws into the end of this. Then you basically take your bearing. Follow me around here. Actually, let's grab a used screwed up bearing. And you pick, something like this size right here. When it goes inside there, and you tighten it up. Let's focus that. You tighten that screw, it expands this, and then holds the bearing. So you're hammering on this edge right here. And that does screwy things to bearings. Because, look at this one. That one was hammered in there, and you can see where it was deformed when it was put in. On literally, this motor that I'm rebuilding that has literally dyno time on it is a $60,000-$70,000 engine. So, and they probably used one of these because just about everybody uses one. I mean, look, we have one here. So, I'm just saying, we're talking about the ultimate one now. And the ultimate is this. So it basically takes this shaft and this shaft. You screw them together. You use this needle bearing headed press to literally pull it in. So you set up your die in the bearing, right? Let's see we're a big block Ford. So let's see, we're a big block Ford 364/28, all 5 positions. So if you guys don't know what that is, there's 5 journal positions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. While we're in here, make sure you guys chamfer the leading edge right here. So when you're trying to pull the bearing in, you're going chamfer to chamfer to pull the bearing in. And your oil holes need to line up. So there's an oil hole there. There's an oil hole there. Number 1 is the only one that has, 2 oil holes. Right? One there and one there. The rest of them in this block only have 1. So, what we were saying here? So, we're number 19, which is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 one over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 one over. Take that. That should fit. Oh, that fits nice. That should fit like that. Right? This piece is going to go on this arbor. There's a centering tool. It goes in the front of the block. And let me set that up and we'll pull a bearing in. All right, before we pull a bearing in, so we're going to do position 4. So when you look at cam boxes, you're going to see that they have the position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like we just talked about over there, the 5 positions, right? So we're going to do bearing position 4, which you'll notice these are all different. So FP 15-4, right? Sorry, I'm out of focus there. So we're going to look, can go from the front to the back. We'll take a guess here. FP 15-4. All right, so this bearing is going to get pulled in from this side with the chamfer, right? We're going to pull it, draw it like that, right? Okay, the other thing we need to keep in mind is the oil hole is going to the top, right? Which is actually the bottom of the bore. So this is number 4. Chamfer's here. We're going to pull in this way. Obviously, that's not the right one because look at that. Nice. We've got a problem. This block doesn't take these bearings. Okay. Let us find out what the heck else we got going on here. So if you have a Shelby block, you are going to find out that it does not take regular bearings, just as a side note. We'll be doing some bearing measuring, and then we'll be getting back to the ultimate tool, which I still do love. The other thing you should know is the reason that we went with this bearing set is because this is a chilled cast micro babbitt bearing. These are an awesome bearing. They really hold their shape. Chill cast makes them about double the strength tensile wise. You can look it up online. You can go to Durban and find out why we use this. So typically ACLs and Durabans, ACL rod and mains, because of the consistency and their upper level ACLs. Durabans for cam bearings. This engine's getting Federal's sealed powers because ACL doesn't offer a bearing for a big block Ford. So that's the only reason we're switching it up in this application. But the rod bearings are actually ACL because this engine happens to have big block Chevy rod bearings. So we will get back on this in a minute. Let me do some more research. Stay tuned. This thing's awesome. I just, basically this would slide onto one of these like this. This fork goes behind it, locks it in place. Come on now. Can't really do this too well one-handed. You got to trust me, though. It fit. There we go. Goes like that. That slides up like that. You take this screw gear head. It goes on here. As you pull this down with this forcing cone right there, like that, that's what keeps it centered in the nose up there. As opposed to hammering on it, you just turn these handles, it just pulls in like butter. It's so nice. Especially in aluminum block. If you're doing aluminum block work and you're trying to hammer a bearing in, like this tool, no, not good. You got, well, look, it depends on how many engines you're going to be doing. If you're doing a lot of engines or you start doing LSs, we pretty much got this for LSs, but we do so many Fords. Yeah, it just made sense for us. And it's not cheap. I think this thing's around $1,500 or $2,000. But, it's only 10 motors, really. So, in bearings, right? And doing bearing installs, because most people are $200 nowadays for bearing install. All right. Or you can be super careful and do that. I don't recommend it for aluminum blocks, though, because you'll probably do 2 or 3 sets of LS bearings before you get it right. All right. That is it for the ultimate cam bearing install tool for today. We'll figure out those bearings, and then we'll slam some bearings in it, lay a crank, which is hiding over there. I wish I could get this place cleaned up. This is supposedly the clean room, and there is just, we've run out of space. We're doing too many engines, and this is a mess. So, and this one had to get done right away. So, all right. Like I said, usual, like, subscribe, leave your comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. Got the Porsche engine still to do. 997.2 to do. 383 stroker to do. Finish the LS high RPM. Finish the 406. What in the heck out? There's another one right here. Finish the other 996. Tune the big blown pro-charged motor. Plus some Harley stuff. All right, that's it, guys.